My name is Alexander Johan Hjalmar Skarsgård. In the States, it's Alexander Skarsgard. When I was a kid, I spent a summer in Texas when I was 8, which was pretty cool for a kid from Stockholm. That was my first time in the States, first time I tasted Dr. Pepper, which blew my mind. And just to be around like horses and cowboys and a desert. We don't have much of a desert in Sweden. So I thought it was so cool. And I got my first real cowboy boots out there and a hat. And then I got back to Sweden a couple months later and I proudly wore those boots to school. And I thought all the girls would love me and like everyone would just faint when they saw those real like crocodile boots. And instead everyone mocked me. In Stockholm, people didn't really quite appreciate cowboy boots. They thought I was wearing like women's shoes, so it didn't quite go down as I had hoped. When I was a teenager, I did not want to be an actor. I was very dead set on doing something else. I was a child actor in Sweden, and I just, I didn't like it. Then I did this movie when I was 13 that got a small Swedish movie, and it got a little bit of attention in Sweden, and it just made me very uncomfortable. I guess I ended up going back to acting because I was shit at everything else. I tried desperately to figure out what I wanted to do, and I was quite mediocre at most things, so I was like, well, maybe this whole acting thing. That's how passionate of an actor I am. Not only my first movie crush, but my first crush, period. It was Jessica Lange in Tootsie. I think I saw her at an event 2 years ago, and I was quite drunk, because otherwise I wouldn't have the courage to tell her, but I told her that I loved her and love her. I still do. But that was I remember I was maybe 8 or 9 when the first time I saw Tootsie. I had never felt anything for a girl before that, and I was just drawn to Julie, her character in the movie, and I was just mesmerized by her. The reason I wanted to watch it over and over again, I told my dad, it was an old VHS cassette. I was like, Dad, one more time. It's like a little hit. Give it to me. Was because of Jessica Lange. I was so in love with her. I'm still not over her. And so now every time I meet someone, I compare them to Jessica Lange and Tootsie. And that's probably why I'm sitting here unmarried. I don't really celebrate my birthday. I think it's a day of mourning. I'm a Virgo, yeah. Well, maybe I'm a bit of a Leo because my mom was due like on August 3rd or 4th or something like that. And then I kind of liked it in her womb, so I decided to stay there for another 3 weeks. 25 pounds when I was born. It was in the archipelago of Stockholm. It wasn't consensual. Well, she just kissed me. Freya was her name. I wanted no part of that. I was 28. No, maybe 10, 11, something like that. She was a year older, and she had kissed someone before and asked if I had any experience, and I said, nope, I'm not interested. And she was stronger, bigger than me, so she just grabbed me and kissed me. I cried a little, but then I got over it, and I think we dated for a couple of weeks after that. And then she left me and broke my heart. I haven't seen her since. Freya, she walked out of my life at age 11, and she never looked back.